Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dom here. I have my first place Despia, deck profile, pre-structure deck, and let's hop into this. So of course, the main guy, Albaz the Jester Despia, on summons, there's a Branded Spell Trap, has a very good graveyard effect to recur himself if a fusion leaves field, whatever. 3 is a very good number. You can kind of get away with 2, but you always want to see this card. It's the best card. Next, for the supporting lineup, Tragedy. If he sends it to the grave or banished for material, gets a Despia. Also has a good effect to reset spells and traps. Next, one of the bosses, Dramaturge. I personally like him at 2. The second one usually does come up. And pretty much, you always want to see this card. And I am playing the one comedy. It does come up with Impermanent Veiler. People don't respect this. Because obviously no one will ever see comedy coming because it's a hand trap, negate for targeting. And then the last Despia name in the main is Ad Libitum. I'm currently playing 2. Today I'm just been testing it out. I really enjoy 2 because it brings back things from Banish. It's amazing. The one Albaz. So it came up where I wanted a second one of this card, but you can get away with one. It's fine. And the flex spot is Protecting Spirit Logeth. In theory, this was an okay card in testing, but it didn't come up and it was the easiest side out, so this could be anything, 2-hand traps or whatnot. Next, we're playing Fright for Package, playing the Chain, as well as the 2 Patchwork and 2 Poly. I love this engine so much because it keeps recurring itself. It also helps with Guardian Chimera synergy because Chimera becomes untargetable, which when people try to imperm it and it can be targeted, it's like, oh, you can't do that. And for hand trap lineup, triple Ghost Ogre and triple Lancia. So I got a lot of weird heads with the Lancia in the main, but I personally love Lancia because it's a turn-ending hand trap, and at worst, it's a light monster to fuse for your fusion monsters. So that's it for the monsters in the main. For branded stuff, 2 Theater. I personally really like 2. If I could, I don't want to search this off a looper because I'd rather get branded in red or opening, depending on the situation. Also recurable off of Tragedy. Triple opening. This amazing card. This card's a card, not his cost. Summoner, Searcher, Despia. Searching does come, add to hand does come up, but usually you are summoning from deck. Graveyard effect, no one sees coming with the Bayling's-like protection effect for fusions. Triple branded in red. This card is pretty much Chimera on opponent's turn, draw 2, pop 1, or vice versa. Amazing card. So good. But of course we're playing a fusion deck. Super Poly, you could consider this as another hand trap because it helps with going second or whatever, but amazing card. If ever you draw this, you pretty much are in a very good position. Next, Goldsark and Foolish. They serve the same purpose. You dump Tragedy, and it's pretty much another Despia name, because usually this doesn't interact with besides Ash or whatever. And the last 2 cards is Talents. Came up a lot, because a lot of people think if you stop a looper, the deck dies, but it's very far from the truth. And yeah, Talents is amazing. Next for the extra deck. That's it for the main. Double Quartus, my favorite monster. No one knows how to out this card. Makes the board 0 except 8 or higher fusions. And if he leaves the field by a card effect, summons or searches a Despia or Albaz, which is insane because if they do Zeus, you can summon Albaz and then use it to make Albion and OTK them from there. The only other Despia names they're playing is Perskinian and as well as 2 Masquerade. Everyone knows him for the burn, burn 600, play the game. And Perskinian, he's a very good Super Poly target. I would not cut this. And it gets combo. If you summon this with Super Poly, they pretty much lose. Because let's say you summon their Baron, from there you just fuel the advantage from this one card. Next for the Albaz fusions, the only ones are Titaniclad and Albion. I was once playing Brigand, but I cut it because the extra deck's a little tight. Albion is another fusion summon by using anything. It's amazing. And no one knows that this card gains a lot of attack really quickly if you summon him out. Next for Super Poly targets, we have the 1 Mud Dragon, the Dragos Tapelia, as well as Trip Overtone. This card usually ends games if you summon this, because it's a solemn for extra deck monsters. This is for DPE and Verte. And also this is for very niche situations where the decks reversing line this up for you perfectly. Today I'm also trying out Chimera Phlasia. In theory, it's a very good card to dump if they Maximus you, because you search Super Poly, which is, it's amazing. You could also summon this card off Super Poly, but it's like, it's okay. Double Chimera card is amazing. Oh my god. 2 is, I think, I want to say it's correct. You could get away with 1, but the second one helps with grind games. But anytime you summon this card, you're popping off pretty much. And the last 2 cards, Dark and Anima. Anima is for when you get Awkward Hands of Tragedy. You can link summon Anima, potentially suck up a monster, Branded in Redback Tragedy to fusion summon. Dark is for DPE, so that's pretty much all I have to say about that. You just beat them with their own Destiny Hero monsters, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for Daddy Dino for the profile, and see you guys next time.